Okay, so this question is about a newly graduated student from a flight school who's trying to get his first job, and there are some options here. First option is you make $25,000 per year. Okay, it's a flat annual salary. Second option is $40 per hour of instruction, a maximum of 25 hours per week for 50 weeks. Okay, and the last option is 300 per week for 50 weeks. Okay, so that's actually a fixed cost. That's 300 times by 50, that's 15,000. Okay, plus 25 per hour at max of 25 hours per week. Okay, so the earnings for option 1 is going to be just simply 25,000. The earnings for the second one, now it all depends on how many hours this student teaches. Okay, so let's let n be number of hours teaching or instructing per week. Now we have to assume here that every week he teaches the same amount of hours. Okay, because if it varies every week, it's a much more complicated equation. So it's going to be 40, right? $40 per hour times by n, and also times by 50. If we do that for 50 weeks, and n represents a fixed amount of hours that you teach per week, right? But it's capped. It's a maximum of 25 hours. So this is going to be what is that? For 2,000 n. For the last one, it's going to be 15,000 plus, okay, 25 n, right? Again, for 50 weeks. So times by 50 here. So this is 15. And that's going to be, okay, and we get 1250 n. Okay. So you can see this one starts the highest, but it's flat. I'm going to say 25K. It's flat. The second one, it starts off here, but the slope is 2,000, so it'll go up really fast. Okay. And the last one, it starts off about here, about there, but the slope is not as steep, right? But still pretty steep, but not as steep, like that. Okay, so let's graph this. Y is equal to, let's say, 25. Y is equal to 20x, and y is equal to, so I'm just going to treat that 25,000, right? So this is just 2x. So every unit of 1,000, I'm just considering it to be 1. So instead of 25,000, I'll put 25. So this 2,000 has to be 2. And lastly, this has to be 15 plus 1.25x. Okay, so let's see what this graph looks like. Okay, so you can see here, this is 825. Okay, so if you're going to work less than 8 hours a week teaching, this annual salary is the best. Okay, and let's see here. This tells you that if you're going to work more than 20 hours per week, okay, between 20 to 25 hours a week, this is a better deal. Okay, so the one, so if you want to work more, option 2 is the best deal. Okay, if you want to work less, option 3 is the best deal. Okay, so between 8 to 20, if you're going to work between 8 to 20 hours per week, right, option 3 is the best. More, so between 20 to 25, option 2 is the best.